One concern is when people dig into the social sciences, it can make everything look relative. So we can take a laissez-faire attitude that says, well, that's their culture, I just have to let them be that way. And that's a false way to look at it. But on the opposite side, sometimes I've seen this happen more in American circles than other circles. We choose leaders in our own image. And by that I mean if I look for someone who I want to be a leader in Swaziland where I was a teacher, I would tend to look for someone who could behave like me. It's not a conscious thing, it's an unconscious thing because I carry into my presumptions or my assumptions about leadership what a leader should look like, how they should behave, how they should act in given situations. And if I'm to choose a leader to replace me or a leader in my organization, I will tend to find people who look more like me than necessarily others who look more like what the culture considers to be good leadership. And I realized this in watching a particular Korean group. They're the largest sending agency from Korea. They have 1,500 missionaries. And they had me come out and speak with them on contextualization in Korea. While I was there, I noticed all the Americans that were part of this group acted very Korean-like. And so I asked one of my Korean sponsors, okay, tell me, these people all I would describe as social outliers in the United States. And he just laughed and he said, my daughter who grew up in the United States always asked me, Dad, when are we ever going to get any normal Americans? And it dawned on me in hearing that question, how often had I done that when I was in Swaziland and Kenya? I looked for people that could act like an American does rather than people who acted like a Kenyan leader does. So one of the dangers of cross-cultural leadership and of developing leaders cross-culturally is we want to recreate leaders in our own image, but allowing them to act as their culture asks of them, while it's still in line biblically. In other words, not just culture ruling over the Bible ruling over culture, but giving space for them to act in culturally appropriate ways might make me feel pretty uncomfortable. And that's a danger, perhaps, and a challenge than if I want to mold them into my own image.